So you're telling me I can rotate this thing 360 degrees and the horizon will still stay straight? Whoa, that's freaking cool. So I've actually had a lot of people ask me this question. What is the difference between rock steady, horizon steady, and horizon balance stabilization in the DJI Action 4 action camera? And whether or not you should buy one, is it the right camera for you? Will you need a gimbal? Or should you just go out and buy the Osmo Pocket 3, being an all-in-one camera gimbal with a 1-inch sensor? Well, definitely different use cases and scenarios if we're comparing the Pocket 3 with the Action 4. Of course, with the Pocket 3, having steady camera footage is going to be guaranteed, being an all-in-one gimbal camera. But with the Action 4, you've got a lot more versatility, being able to mount the camera to various different objects. Plus, it's waterproof. So, having a feature like rock steady stabilization and the new horizon balance will definitely elevate your video capturing experience. But really, what is the difference between all these various different stabilization features? Well, I actually shot a few clips of me walking with the Action 4 camera and raw with no gimbal attached, while at the same time, I also captured the footage of me holding the Action 4 with my Pocket 3 in the other hand. This way you are able to see the movement with the Action 4 in my hand and how stable the footage actually is. So the first test is rock steady stabilization. So here is me walking at 4K 120 frames per second. Now you will notice that the footage is actually very steady. However, if I start to tilt the camera left to right, of course you're gonna see some tilt action in your camera footage because it's not a gimbal. But all in all, if you are able to hold your hand pretty steady, then your captured footage is gonna stay pretty steady with that rock steady stabilization. The next test is horizon balance, which is a step up from the rock steady stabilization. However, 60 frames per second is the highest you can go for this feature. And this is me walking at 4K 60 frames per second. And right away, you can see that when I tilt the camera left or right, the footage actually stays very straight and steady, and will stay steady to as much as 45 degrees tilt. So you guys can really see it for yourself. Who really needs a gimbal in this case? Now the final test is Horizon Steady, which is a step up from Horizon Balance. However, this feature is only available for 2.7K at 60 frames per second. But what's really cool about this feature is that it's everything Horizon Balance is, except even more. That you can rotate the camera a full 360 degrees and your footage will stay straight. So if you weren't looking at my other hand, you wouldn't even be able to tell that I did a full 360 degrees, which is pretty cool and crazy all at the same time. So truly again, you guys can see for yourself who really needs a gimbal in this case. Anyways, I'll leave you guys with some clips of me holding the Action 4 out the window of my car. And you will be surprised at how stable the footage really is with this Action 4 action camera. Personally, I think the sweet spot is 4K at 60 frames per second with the horizon balance turned on.
Yeah, the green ones are just blue.
I know, but it's hard because I'm having.
But I think